Episode 53 of the Back of the Class podcast. I'm Glenn Anderson.
I'm Ben.
And before we start off this week's episode, I'd like to say huge thank you to our sponsors, VIR Electrical, Members Force Credit Union, Balgriffin Inn, Pitside Pizza and Grill, Orem and Coco's Cakes. And this week we're joined by
Mick Medeiros, baby!
Thanks a lot.
Jeez, the amount of sponsors you boys
Yeah.
have got, you're doing well.
Yeah, fair play. First question I have for you is, for some people who might not know what you do or who you are, give us a little intro of you.
Oh, jeez. This is actually tough. When people always ask, what do I do? I literally just tell them one thing. It was like, I chat shit online. That's all I do. Because like, I started doing like interviews and vox pops. That's what I'm mainly known for, like presenting and all that sort of stuff. So like mostly in like football entertainment or sport and entertainment. So like I've interviewed like a load of footballers in the past. So like Wayne Rooney at the FA Cup final, Alan Shearer or whatnot. But now I'm kind of whiffing in and like merging in other bits of content. So I do like travel vlogs, a lot of traveling I've done this year, and then like obviously like skits and
Seen the
stuff too.
Mexico video you put up of how many drinks you can get in one day. Oh, that was crazy.
That video finished me, man. Because I can't drink. All my mates know I'm a lightweight, like so.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 drinks and Mick is done for the night.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm in Mexico, it's all inclusive. Are you mad, bro?
That's what I was
Drinks-
going to ask you. Did you actually finish all them, yeah?
Of course I had to, man, because I had about like 10 people.
Yeah.
I'm loud, innit? So
Yeah.
everyone at the bar could see me like recording myself doing the takes. So everyone was kind of watching me being like, we got to make sure this lad actually finishes and doesn't start cheating. So I was like, oh, Jesus. But like all-inclusive hotel resort, free drinks.
Why not?
I was like, lads, I was hearing cocktails I've never even heard of before.
Yeah.
I was seeing green, I was seeing blue, I was seeing red. I was like, give me all of that. Finishing them all up. And obviously, like, in these places, the drinks are like watered down a bit.
Yeah.
So I was able to get to like, I think it was like 15 or 16. But bro, I KO'd in the pool after it. Like, I fell asleep in the pool and I was done for the day.
God.
But wow, that was different. Like, they're dangerous, those places.
Is that something you're going to get into in the future? Travel vlogging?
Yeah, so I tried it this year. So like so far this year now, I've done 47 flights this year.
Crazy.
You're a busy man.
That's what I mean. Because I said at the start of the year, I was like, this is the year I want to travel as much as I can. And every month so far this year, I've been to a different country. So like I've been like, I just want to keep that going now. Like even on the way here now, literally, I booked a new flight for 2 weeks time. Because I'm like, I just want to see the world as much as I can and just travel as much as I can. And like if I can make content off the back of that too, like, that's a win-win sort of thing, you get me?
What was your favourite country you've been to this year?
Thailand, man.
Yeah?
Thailand. I went to Thailand in January. I went for the whole month. I went to Thailand, Vietnam. But that place was like, it changed my life. Like, it genuinely, like, to anyone, if you lads have never been, that's the one place I'd say put it top of your bucket list.
In what ways does it change your life?
It's just like, it just shows you, like, a whole different side of the world. Like, there's people over there that have nothing. Like, they come from nothing. They're living in huts. I was literally saying this to someone the other day. Like, people over there live in huts with nothing.
Yeah.
But they're the happiest people you will ever see. Like, they're so grateful for anything.
Yeah.
They're always smiling. They're always saying hello. And, like, obviously, the scenes out there are unbelievable. Like, the beaches are beautiful. But, like, it just makes you think, like, there's times where I'm back here and I'm complaining about stuff. Like, oh, geez, this isn't going my way. This isn't going my way. But, like, I remember, like, there's people that are so much like worse off than I am who are so happy to be alive.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wouldn't have ever had that mindset unless I saw it face to face.
Eye opener.
Yeah, it literally is an eye opener.
An eye
It's one of
opener
them
for
ones.
us was when we went to Kenya together.
You went to Kenya?
Yeah.
When?
That's actually like me and Glenn. It would have been like we knew each other, but that was the first time we actually became mates and got talking to each other properly.
Oh, serious?
And that's how the podcast started. We were both in Kenya for 10 days with the school on an immersion project. And
was that fourth year or
fourth year,
Fourth
yeah.
year trip.
And just going there, we went on like tours of the I wouldn't even call them housing estates. They were like
Shanty towns.
Yeah, shanty towns and
towns.
stuff. Like,
and into the houses, and we were listening to their stories, and honestly, it just opens your eyes, doesn't it? It makes you so much more grateful for
mental,
everything.
bro. It's especially, you actually got to speak to families, did you?
Oh, we were working in
Yeah.
the skills and everything with them, so Yeah,
That's
really
the
open up.
wholesome stuff, man. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
that's why I say to people, there's two different types of traveling. Like, you can travel and go to your party holidays, like the Ibiza, Marbella and stuff. But then, like, there's culture traveling as well.
Yeah.
And you actually get to see, like, stuff that you did there. My mates did it they went to India, did the same thing. They helped them in the schools. They built stuff and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's
and, like, there's two different types of trips. You can go for a party or you can go for the culture. I feel like you gotta do a culture trip at least once in your life.
As you said, because it opens your eyes to stuff.
It does, man. It does.
A universal language. The first things that we all sort of bonded over, even with the language barrier, was a game of football. Everybody plays football.
No matter what country you go to, you play football with the kids. You always get absolutely dicked on as well. No matter where the kids are from, they're always so much better than us.
Some of them are so talented.
And
they have lungs or something else. Marathon runners. Something
literally,
else.
Man. The standard is insane from them.
Mick, bring us back to the start. Tell us what sort of career path did you want to follow when you were, say, finishing up school, and how did you get into social media?
Oh, gee, that's a good question. That's actually a great question. Right, so obviously my followers knows most of this story, but it's kind of a long-winded one, but I try to summarise it for as much as I can. So obviously I went to uni. I graduated school. I went to university, and I started studying medicinal chemistry. So I was doing medicinal chemistry for 4 years, but like I hated it. I was just kind of doing it because my parents made me do it. Like, they was like, oh, you have to do something, like get a degree sort of thing. I was like, all right, grand, whatever. Then I got to fourth year, about to finish up, and I was going to go back and do medicine afterwards just to become a doctor. Like, I was like, oh, I convinced myself that I wanted to become a doctor. And then one of my mates was actually saying to me, and he was in my course, he was like, Mick, like, you don't want to be a doctor. Like, you have too much energy out there. Like, you can't just be sitting in a hospital all day. You need to do something with this energy. Like, you need to be in front of the camera doing something. And all the time I used to always think, I was like, oh geez, like I don't make music, like I don't fucking act, I don't do this, that, and the third. I was like, what can I do? He was like, you need to start doing presenting or something. So I was like, all right, grand, whatever, I may as well try to do presenting. So I used to work for a marketing agency as a part-time job during college. Like, those people that sample out like Fanta cans or like Coke cans and stuff on the street. I was one of them lads. So I had access to events anyway, like sports events and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of said it to the boss. I was like, here, look, at the next event, can I interview a few people at the event and just get the videographer from the event to follow me around? And I put a little show reel together. And he was like, yeah, Grant, that sounds great. So I interviewed people. It was a CrossFit event in UCD. Interviewed just a load of like the people that were in the event. Well, I didn't know nothing about CrossFit, but I was just chatting nonsense to them anyway. And then, I got a little show reel together. And then obviously after I graduated, or like after I finished college, was like in May. So I had that whole summer off. I was literally sending 50 to 100 emails a day. Just emailing that same show reel, that video out to like every different brand in the world I could think of, like BBC, JD Sports, LADbible, anyone you could think of. Just trying to, I was finding out like who works in the marketing department here, send them emails like, look, this is me, please let me work for you, let me do a presenting job, give me a chance, just give me a chance. Obviously, like barely any responses came back, but then I'd send follow-ups like 2 weeks later, and then people would come back like, oh, you don't have enough experience, we can't, like, it's really risky, we're a big broadcaster, da. So obviously I was just sending emails out constantly. And then I met my manager now, who was like, look, we only manage people with big social media followings. Do you have a TikTok account? And I was like, no, I don't have a TikTok account. Like, he was like, all right, Grant, you need to start doing vox pops and like interviews on the street. Instead of sending people a 2-minute long video of you interviewing people, build a page up of you interviewing people. So like when people go onto your social media, it's your base, it's your visuals.
Catalog.
It's a catalog, it's a visual CV. I was like, all right, Grant, if I'm going to start doing this, I knew I was going to America in like 2 weeks' time. I was going to Orlando. So I was like, if I'm going to start doing interviews, vox pops with random people on the street, I'm going to do it in America. Because if I mess up, no one knows me out there. I'm like, if I mess up, no one knows me. And then two, Americans are hilarious. So I was like, all right, Grant, that's going to work out well.
What was the inspiration behind the interviews? What were you asking, or what did you want to get out of the interviews?
Literally, I was just asking riddles. Because I knew I wanted to do something with sports, but I also wanted it to be funny. So I started off asking like questions of like, what football team do you support? What team has the most annoying fans? So like someone says like, oh, I support Arsenal, United fans are the worst. That would just strike outrage in the comments because United fans would be coming in, fighting it out each other and stuff like that. So I started doing that. Then I just started going outside stadiums. when matches were on and just getting people's like score predictions and stuff. But then I'd also do other content where like I'd ask riddles or like would you rather sort of questions. And that's how I started off the start, because obviously I was giving would you rather questions to Americans and their responses, because like their responses always just flew off, so they popped off. So then I had 90 videos ready before I posted my very first one, because I was like, I'm going to post 3 times a day, every day. And I want to be able, so that means I had 90 videos, so I had a month's worth. So the day after I graduated, I started dropping videos every single day, 3 times a day for a month. And then it just kept going from there.
And how did you deal with like the confidence side of it, of like going up to people in case you got rejected or laughed at?
Oh man, like I think it's just something I kind of had in me, to be fair. I was, because I've always been known as like the guy that's just shameless. Like I have no shame. Like, I'm a goofy kid. I don't care what people think. But like that's what I said. Like getting over that stuff. Like obviously there's a bit of me that's like, oh geez, it's gonna be weird. But I was lucky. I started off when I was in America. That's what I mentally in my head. I was telling me, I was like, look, if they laugh at me, if they think I'm weird, if they think I'm cringe, they're never gonna see me again. I'm on the other side of the world. I'm in America right now. Like I know I'll never see these people again. And I kind of brought that same mindset back to when I came home, because like I started realizing I wasn't getting rejected as much as I thought I would. Yeah. And then like I just started noticing people are different. Like if people say no, people are so different to me. Like I'm really out there, whatever. But like I gotta understand, there's some people that just don't want to be on camera. And they're not being rude. They're not being like, oh whatever, piss off. They're just genuinely not happy to be on camera. And I just started to like learn that like, look, like not everyone's the same. And obviously like during college as well, I had a job doing marketing. So like that job was out on the street doing a lot of stuff with the public and stuff. And I've done a lot of charity work too and stuff. So like I've been used to like interacting with the public and trying to get stuff off them. And then being told no, being told like get away, all that sort of stuff. So I've kind of like, I feel like all that sort of stuff kind of helped as well.
I'd say you understand the mindset of like one no will lead you to a stronger yes sort of thing.
Oh my days, that is like 100%. The amount of like opportunities or something that I would have missed out on, and I would have been so annoyed about it. And then like 2 weeks later or something, a bigger job or a bigger opportunity would have came, and I was like, if I had gotten a yes from that first opportunity, this second thing wouldn't have happened. And so stuff like that, like it's actually such a great like analogy.
Perspective.
It's crazy.
Life is a numbers game. The more lottery tickets you buy, the better chance you have.
Honestly, man, that's like if you don't take a shot, you can't score.
That's it.
That's a fact.
I'm learning that. Like honestly, I'm learning that now. I've seen it on Instagram yesterday. Actually, like the more whatever you do, whether it's podcasts, interviews, a clothing brand, whatever, the more you put in and the more interviews you get, the more podcasts, the more products you have, somebody's gonna like something and something's gonna blow or something's 100%. Gonna work out for you.
That's what I mean. Like ye boys are grafting. That's why I said like I love you lads as a duo. I've been saying it. You guys remind me so much of me when I was starting off. Like the way I was saying 50 to 100 emails a day and I was constantly out there. Like every event I go to, I'm seeing you lads inside. Like, everywhere. I'm like, you lads just spawn everywhere. I'm like, these lads are grafters. And what you say, 17?
Yeah, somebody actually said that to us. We were at Macklemore, the concert, and we were there strictly on business. Like, we have tunnel vision, like, and we seen this person, and some person said to us, "Oh, you aren't gonna get Macklemore or not." We're like, "Yeah, right, whatever." And another person seen us, he's like, "Boys, it's like there's 4 of you. I'm seeing you everywhere." And we were like, "Oh no!" And he was like, "Are you gonna get him tonight?" No, we like just keep an eye on the page. And we didn't get the interview, but we got to meet him and that, got a little picture with him and all. So
like,
it was good.
How did you even think about like this at the beginning? Because you stuff like Lionel Richie and stuff like who thought about let's just stand outside.
That's right. It's funny I was saying that now. I was only listening to Barry Keoghan on a podcast, and I think we spoke about it to Kieran on the podcast about like manifestation. Yeah. But I kind of believe more so in like manifestation in the sense of like the opportunity is there for you. The universe is giving it to you, why not go out and try it? Like that's like us with the hotel hunting.
To be honest,
if we know they're in the country, we're gonna try it. Like
to be honest with you, the way I think of it, like it's a bad way to think yourself now, but I want to be like a bad smell. You can't get rid of me until I get what I want. You know what I mean? You cannot get rid of me until I get what I want. Like I'm gonna be there. I don't care how many times I get told no. I don't care how cold it is outside. I don't care whether it's wet. I don't care whether I'm getting laughed at. I'm gonna show up every single day until I get it.
Mental. Like having that mindset at your age is crazy. Like, did you boys have that mindset always, or did you have to kind of teach it to yourselves as you started?
I always knew
I'd be on a screen. And,
really?
and funny, first thing I ever done, I was in a movie with Naomi Sheridan was the director of it. So it's mad. Like, that's where I kind of think of, like, that's where I do align with manifestation. Like, you think something age is going to happen. It's like, same with your own self. Your mate said it to you that you'd be on a screen, and now look what you're doing today. Like, it's mad.
Like, what? Because you always think that, like, you're the anomaly where it's like, this story could only happen to me. And then you speak to, like, other people, and you're like, oh, jeez. This actually happens to a lot of people, sort of thing. Like.
And the more I'm doing this podcast, the more driven I'm getting. Every single week when I'm meeting new people, I'm taking, whether it's inspiration, knowledge, or even what not to do. Then I just, every single week, it's like adding blocks to a Jenga tower, like, and it just gets higher and higher and higher and higher.
That's insane. Like, just
like meeting people you want to meet, like even yourself. I had you in the back of my head since last year, and then I said, and I just knew that I'd get you on. I don't really doubt myself on how I get on. I just know what's gonna happen.
It's crazy because I was on a trip. We were on a trip a few weeks ago, and we were on England. It was like a brand. We went to England with a brand. And someone on our flight or on the bus that was with us was like, lads, you know those two lads? They're bloody mental. They're the most driven kids I've ever seen in my life. They're doing unreal. They've had this person on their podcast. That they're doing great. And I was like, yeah, I know those lads, whatever. I was just talking. 2 days later, I got the message off you. I was like, there's no way. I'm not even just saying it because you text me, bro. But I was talking about you yesterday.
That's what I think. That's mad. Do you ever get when you're walking down the road? And it usually happens to me for the wrong reasons. And when you're talking about someone you don't want to see, they just appear and I'm like, that's mental.
No, but even like, it's crazy. Like, you're doing so much better than you think you are in your own head, because never get too cocky, but never doubt yourself either. Like, 100%. Even when we had Beltazzoni on, I always tell this story, but it's just something that really like gets to me. We were at Longitude together, and we were looking up at the stage, and we knew we wanted them on the podcast. We were only about a month, 2 months into it, and we were like, we're going to get them on. And some young fella didn't even know, turned around and laughed at me. And then we got Beltazzoni on. And when we got Beltazzoni on, Beltazzoni actually said to us, I've seen you boys like 9-10 times on Instagram. And it's mental. Yeah.
It shows that you don't know who's watching. Like,
nah, definitely not.
You really don't know who is watching, sort of thing. Like, people might not follow you, might not like a single video you've ever put up, but trust me, you have people that are watching.
Sure, have you ever heard the story about Tyler the Creator? He, I'll send it to you after this podcast. Yeah. He found like an artist this artist thought he was down and out, thought he was gone, like nobody's gonna listen to his music. Tyler put him on a collab then.
What? And just reignited his career?
Just because he seen him on social media. It was like, I really relate to this stuff that you're creating. And he texted him out of the blue. Tyler the Creator, like, it's mental.
That is insane. That's what I mean. You don't know who's watching. Like, that's what I'm saying. Just keep it going. That's It's obviously, it's easy to say that when, like, you're doing well. But it's, like, most important to remember it when, like, everything's going wrong for you.
Yeah,
and when you feel like giving up, you need to remember, like, look, gotta keep on going. Keep on pushing, because like I could be a day away from a Tyler Creator DM sort of thing.
Yeah, look at yourself at Ahmad Diallo, like that's crazy.
Like, that is a little video.
No,
like, he's a top tier footballer. Like, you won't get many footballers bigger than him in the Premier League.
Yeah, he was great. Like that was like an insane day.
The video with him was crazy.
Oh, like, so basically it was like we had Ahmad Diallo, Lenny Yoro, and Harry Amas.
That's
all in the same
What a lineup.
I know, man. And the weirdest thing is, because when I first started off social media, I was like, I want to be like Josh Denzel. He was my inspiration. Josh Denzel is like, he's a presenter, but like, he plays football with footballers and makes YouTube videos for brands, but gets paid to do it. I was like, are you mad, bro? Like, you're getting paid to chill with footballers and do nothing and just like have the crack. I was like, I need to do that. And then obviously the opportunity came around with United that time, United and Adidas and Lifestyle Sports, and they were like, yeah, there's 3 United players you're gonna be interviewing and playing football with. I was like, there's no way. Got the list of names, flew out to Manchester that morning with the team, and then they just had a list of like we had like an hour slot with each player. So I was like, oh geez, how are we gonna do this? And then obviously when Amad Diallo came out, we already had a plan. He was going to do a free kick challenge. He was going to do like a 3-touch challenge and like a penalty shootout. And I was going to be in goal. And then 2 minutes before he came out, they were like, yeah, Ahmed's injured, by the way, so like he's not allowed to kick a ball. And we were just like, damn, like, what we gonna do? Like all of this content we had for him included him like having the ball and taking shots. So then I was just like, I don't know what came to me. I don't know what God was blessing me that day or something. But he was just like, how about we just get Mick to do all the challenges and Ahmed to rate me.
Judge them.
And judge them sort of thing. So then I kind of just chat to him before he came in. Because we met each other. So we met each other and then I just told him, I was like, straight off the bat, I love breaking the ice with my talents. I was like, bro, you're my black brother today. We're the only two black guys here. We got to make this good. Yeah. He straight away started dying laughing. Like, he loved that. And then I was just like, yeah, don't feel the need to be nice to me. Like, just violate me as much as you can. Yeah. If I'm shit, tell me I'm shit. Take the piss out of me. Yeah. He was loving all of that. So obviously then I took a few shots and absolutely fucking scuffed him. Like, so like he was taking the piss out of me off that. Then like he started having fun with me, and then like there was no wall there. Like the barrier was broken completely, and it just felt like we were his mates. Yeah. And then he left, and obviously we got Lenny Oro in afterwards. He was did the same thing with him. Literally, I have a few French words. I only know how to swear in French, and he's French. I just started swearing to him in French. He started laughing. He started loving that. So it was just like breaking the ice with all these other players. Yeah. And then like he took a shot and he absolutely like scuffed it. I started taking the piss out of him for that. Yeah. And then he already built a little rivalry with me like that. All right, cool. Is that what we're doing? All right, sweet. Let's get into it. Yeah. And then he dinked the ball over my head. So stuff like that. And then it was the same with Harry Amas as well. So like that day was just unbelievable because I didn't even realize like that was work. I'm so blessed to be able to call that work. Like going into United, flipping there were like two
people,
other
people dream of meeting.
That's what I mean. Like it was just so annoying because after it happened, obviously I was gassed. I was like, I need to tell everyone about this. But I couldn't post anything until
they posted.
Yeah, until they posted. But like it was embargoed because we had special boots on for 4 months. So I couldn't tell anyone about it for 4 months. And I was like, I want the world to see this, man. That was cool.
You just can't put them on a pedestal. Like, did you ever see, I think it was Harry out of Sidemen. He done like a shoot with Ronaldo out his back.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was crazy. When that came out, like, people were like, how's he done that?
Ronaldo
in his prime, like,
it is mental. Like.
When you're around these types of people, like high-level footballers and high-level athletes, can you tell that they're like mentally wired, like they're absolutely driven towards success, or there's something different about them towards the average person? Or
oh jeez, that's a great question actually, because like I'm so like since I'm a presenter or whatever, I'm so like mentally like trained to not put anyone on a pedestal or not be starstruck by anyone, because obviously my job is professionalism. If I meet someone, so like that's why I'm so used to just meeting people and just being like, all right, cool, you're a normal person, you're like just talk to you as a normal person, whatever, like you're not someone special. But like there's times where I've spoken to some people where I'm like, wow, like you are dedicated to this, like this is your life. It's mostly people like Sidemen or like Beta Squad. Yeah, I met Sidemen and Beta Squad. Sidemen, I met all of them, I'm pretty sure.
They all seem very down to earth, like Ethan and
they're really. I haven't met Ethan. Or what's that other chap? The flipping excited guy.
Simon.
No, not Simon. I met Simon. What?
Oh, Harry.
Harry, yeah. I haven't met Harry. I haven't met Harry, but I met KSI. I met Toby and all the lads. But I'll probably with them again in 2 weeks as an event.
They're normal people though at the end of the day. Like KSI came from his room, like same with Toby. And
that's what I mean. Like it's nuts. Like my sister was talking to Toby at some event we were at in London last year, but she didn't know who he was obviously, so she just talked to him.
Now I'd still be gassed to meet him. Like even Stormzy talks about that. Anytime he goes to the Oscars, the Grammys, he'd just be around talking to everyone. He has
100%. Like I was at FA Cup final last year, pitch side, and I'm just chatting it up with Michael Richards, Wayne Rooney, Alan Shearer, and all these other lads, and like Fabrizio Romano's there and stuff. We're all just talking to each other. But in my head, I'm like, look, Mick, act like you've been here. Because in the moment, you're like, no, I gotta stay locked in. I don't want to act like a fan, but can I get a picture?
I'd be the exact same. I'd do the commentary now for Ireland for the ADC, and obviously I'm allowed pitch side and all. And I'm there, and Dominic Sabasa is walking by me, and I'm like, do I go up? Do I ask for a picture? I stay here.
That's one of them was like, I need up professional, but let me just sneak a quick selfie. Like, that's all I want.
We obviously we don't be at the scale you do be, but even before we're meeting the types of people we meet for like the class questions or full episode, if it's somebody like mental like that, we don't know how we pulled it off. We do be terrified, start sweating and all. But as soon as I see them, I know it's just like a switch clicks and right, I'm gonna say this, and this, and then I'm gonna get the interview and do this.
Like,
and it's just like something switches in you, and then you'd be so gassed after, wouldn't you?
especially when you see them actually drop their barriers and stuff. It's such relief for you. Like,
I honestly get a dopamine hit from meeting these people and getting these interviews and doing these
unreal. That shows that you love it though.
Yeah.
That shows that you're meant for it.
What was Trippy Red like to me?
Oh,
Because I know
Trippy!
someone that met him and like apparently he's very like standoffish at first.
Oh, he was really nice with me. To be fair, I literally only had about 3 minutes with him.
Yeah.
Like, literally only about 3 minutes. I got him as he just came off stage, spoke to him, I was like, yo, let's get a picture. He was like, yeah, cool, let's do it, man. I was like, alright, cool, whatever. This guy whipped out some MAGA chain out of nowhere, some fucking bazooka, like, holding it there. I was just there with my little tiny cube. I was like, hey, yo. And then we just chatted up. He was like, lovely to meet you, man, Kept it short. Like, I didn't really get much of an opinion on him, but, like, he was a lovely guy. Like, the fact that, like, because his team were on some, like, get away sort of thing. But he was like, nah, bro, come over here sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, he was nice, like.
Tell us about the start of your career. I won't say the hard days, but they are the hard days. The days when you don't know whether it's working, the days when people are doubting you. Tell us about how you got past them and how you picked yourself up and how you're seeing progress within yourself.
Man, like, so basically for me, like, I started off whatever and I was pushing myself. But the thing is, when I started, I told my parents, give me 1 year. I've got my degree, give me 1 year to make this work. And they were like, grand, you have 1 year. If it doesn't work after 1 year, you're going to go back and do a master's or you're going to go back and do medicine. And I knew I didn't want to do that. So, like, there's been days where I was down, but I knew that, look, there's no plan B. Like, yeah, I have a degree, but I was like, I don't want to use that. Like, so I was like, that's not even an option. This has to work no matter what. So there's days where, like, I would have had, like, a brand I was working for and then they would have pulled out last minute. And in my head, I'm thinking, like, oh, damn, I've lost, like, the biggest opportunity to work at this event. And, like, there was times where, like, I was really down. But then there's two things that helped me the most. Family and friends and God, bro. Like, I used to pray so much, being like, look, help me get through this sort of thing. Help me get through it. And then obviously talk to my parents and my family and my friends. They were just like, just keep pushing, make it like if you know you're made for it, nothing's going to stop you. It's not going to be a thing of if you'll make it. It's more so a question of when.
Yeah.
So, like, when I was, that's the things you needed to hear when, like, you're thinking about giving up because this meant for me. Or, like, obviously, in this thing, like, it's so bad, but it's a numbers game. So, like, it's so hard to not look at your analytics and not look at your followers growing. And then you're comparing yourself to other people. But once I got myself into a mindset of, like, not comparing myself to everyone else and knowing that everyone's journey is completely different, you start feeling so much more free. And you start doing stuff for your own entertainment and stuff that you love.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. So when days are going bad or days are low or whatnot, or like things aren't going your way, trust me, if you keep pushing, because I remember there's like a stage I was about to quit. It was like 3 months after I started, because I just lost this big brand I was working for, and I was like, oh damn, like this is gonna be terrible. My mates I literally started praying. My mates and all that were telling me keep going. A week later, JD Sports reached out to me and they were like, look, we want you to host a show. We're gonna do a store shutdown and we're gonna have the Celtic team come in and you're gonna interview the players like Joe Hart and like I can't remember who the other guys were. And I was
Callum
like,
McGregor, probably all them.
Yeah. And like they had a few of the lads in, interviewed them. I was like, if I had quit 3 weeks ago, this opportunity and the brand I lost a few weeks ago doesn't even compare to this opportunity I'm getting now. So that's why I'm thinking, like, there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
And when you hear that off people at the top, it helps a lot. Like, I heard a quote from Richard Branson, and he was saying that business opportunities are like buses. There's one always coming.
Literally.
That's good.
That's
good, yeah.
That's actually
You just have to wait. And it's when you actually sum that quote up, it's like, so you miss one. Like what you said, if you had the mindset to wait for the JD one, even though you didn't realise you were waiting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's mental.
What do you ask them? Do you get sort of hints on what to ask them, or did they say, right, avoid this subject or go for this subject?
So like when it comes to like talent in general,
Yeah.
So like if I'm working for a brand, this is how it basically works. So like they'd usually give me a brief of like a load of notes, and they'd be like, these are the topics, because like obviously these are high level like athletes or like comedians or like talent, whatever. So everything you ask them needs to be like approved of before. So with footballers, for example, we'd have to have a list. The brand would have a list of questions. They send it off to their agent. Be like, is this player happy to answer this, and this? They'd be like, yeah, for this. Don't ask this question here, and then you can ask this one. And then I literally have a list of questions that I just have to ask them. That's how it is. Like if it's professional thing, like it'd be like, all right, I have a list of questions, and then like based off their responses, I can just like feed off.
Yeah,
and add my own.
Me and him just go. We go off the same floor, but like we're just straight in onto the bar.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. But you lot are great. Like you lot work together. Like, even the way you are bouncing the questions off each other. Like, but like that's the best way to have it. It's only really when it's like really high level people where like the clip could actually like ruin their career or something.
Yeah,
They said the wrong thing.
Yeah, because reputation is so big.
Yeah.
I even say that. We say that now. Like, you can't judge people, like famous people, for like kind of shrugging it off. They're not doing it as a personal thing. Just they're afraid.
Exactly,
Like you
because-
might ask something that you don't want to answer.
We've took a lot of losses on the chin by a lot of big people. Like,
Oh,
a lot of
serious?
big people that we've literally been face to face talking to them, and they're just like out straight to us now. But we can't take that to heart because these
can't.
people are just protecting themselves. Like they don't know
Genuinely.
who we are or what we're about. So it is
Genuinely,
fair
bro.
enough. Do you
And
know
it
what I mean?
happens to everybody. Like, I even when we met 50 Cent, I was listening then to a.
Look, don't drop that in there like that, bro. Don't just drop that in front of me. Yeah, when I met 50 Cent, you're like, bro. That's you. You met 50 Cent
So
from
when we
Big
met-
Diddy.
Yeah.
When we met him, I was there listening to it, because we were kind of at first like, we thought it'd go one way, but you then have to think, like, I was listening to someone else that met him, do you know DeVito? He's a big artist. He met him when he was only like 16, and 50 refused him a picture and all. And then DeVito went up to collect his Grammy in front of 50 Cent. I was like, it's gonna
That is
happen one day.
mental, bro.
Mad.
That is nuts. Because I've had that as well. Because like, obviously I do public interviews.
Yeah.
So like a majority of people that do public interviews, that's one thing I want to stay away from, is like embarrassing people.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of stuff, like the whole stigma around public interviews, majority of the time is like, oh, this lad's gonna get me to say something stupid here.
Yeah.
He's gonna ask me an awkward question that's gonna put me on the spot. And like I've never wanted to do that. So like obviously when I'm doing it, people are straight away, they think, nah, he's gonna embarrass me. So like I get rejected so much off the back of it. But I feel like that just builds character. It builds so much
definitely.
character. Because now like you're not scared to ask for any opportunity now.
Yeah.
And I'd say you boys are the same. You can ask for anything.
You need that kick, I think. Like, see the way you were saying that, like, you said to your parents, like, give me a year. I think if you hadn't have got that kick, it mightn't have worked out the way it did for you, because you
100%.
have that in the back of your head, I have to make this work.
Exactly.
I
like-
say even on the hard days, that picture up, you're like, right, we've only another 200,
Yeah, man. I'm
200
looking at
days.
the calendar thinking there's only 3 months left. I ain't trying to go back.
Yeah, exactly.
Get my ass up and out onto the streets, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it was, man.
It had a lot of Roman numerals up on the wall.
Literally, like, cross the wall. Shit, I ain't rich yet. Fuck.
What was your first big opportunity that got presented to you?
My first big one was LADbible. Actually, it was a really big one. I got to work with LADbible Ireland, Adidas. They did some like 7-a-side football tournament. Like Shay Given and Katie McCabe were there.
It's meant.
And yeah, so like I was hosting the whole event, and that was like, I was so lucky. Like that was like 3 months after I first kicked off everything. But like as I said, they were one of the people I was emailing 50 to 100 emails a day, sort of thing. And then like they was like, look, come in and host this event for us. I was like, all right, happy days, let me try it. And then luckily enough, I did well on the day, and then more work started coming off the back of that.
Have you ever had events where it didn't go your way, or you're going home thinking, shit, shouldn't have done that?
Luckily enough, no. I don't think I've ever had an event that's like, I've come out of it thinking that was terrible or I didn't do well. Like I've come out, like there's times where I've come out of events where I'm like, all right, like say if I was hosting something, I'd be like, the crowd today weren't the best. But that doesn't reflect on me. It just reflects on like, look, the crowd on the day just aren't feeling it, sort of thing. But there's never anything where I've come out of it, thank God, like touch wood, where I've come out of it where I'm like, all right, nah. I think it's because like I prepare a lot for every job I get, and I do a lot of study and I do a lot of stuff to prepare myself, prepare my mind. And then like I always pray before every shoot, so like I know everything's gonna go well. And I feel like I've just been lucky that everything's gone well for me so far.
Are you obsessed with it?
Oh,
Are you obsessed with it?
I could talk for days. there's everything in general. Like I just love it. Like because like it's changed my life. It's completely changed my life. Like I'm getting to travel the world. I'm getting to go. Like I went to the Olympics, man.
I've seen that on
Like,
the page.
like it's
That's
crazy,
sick,
bro.
yeah.
I went to the Olympics last year. I had access to every event I wanted to go to. Like most people would have to pay tickets for every individual event. I was able to go to whatever. Bro, I was watching beach volleyball for the crack. You get me, man? I went to watch breakdancing because I had a time and Snoop Dogg was on stage. Like, you know how mental that is, bro? I'm from Drimna, like a small place in Dublin, and I'm getting to do all of that stuff. I was like, nah, man, this was insane. Like,
Sure, even being beside man is like next level, isn't it?
Like, bro, like beta squad as well, like, and do content with them as well. I'm like, man, this is stuff I would have dreamed.
What were they like? What was Chunks like? Did you meet him?
I met Chunks, but like, he was just off a flight from Australia. So like he was really like tired and stuff. So I was like, fair enough. But like the rest of the lads all did the videos with me because I did individual videos with everyone. And Nico, AJ, Sharky, all the boys did videos with me, and they were great. So luckily enough, I got up to their changing room. Like they were in Dublin for a Misfits thing.
Sure, they're the same. If you go onto Sharky's Instagram, one of his highlight reels is about his whole come up and how he ended up setting up. Like they were all just living in the same local area, and they all just ended up wanting to do the same thing. So they just collaborated.
Collaboration is the best way to go.
I think Sidemen are the exact same. They all grew up in similar areas and they just
We'll
collaborated.
have to do a collaboration, Mick, whether it's a street interview or an
Let's
event.
do it, boys. I'm down. Let's do it, genuinely.
When the next big cat's in town, if we get wind of it.
Let's go, baby! That'd be vibes, man. I love what you lot are doing. I love to get involved with it. 100%.
Sick. What has been the best moment of your career so far?
Best moment. Damn, there's a load of highlights. And I was actually thinking about, I was thinking about posting about this today. It's actually nothing to do with my actual like content itself. The most wholesome moment I've ever had in my career. Like I've had so many like accolades. Like I've been able to go to the Olympics. I've been able to go to FA Cup finals. I've been able to go watch Arsenal play. Like I've never watched Arsenal play before I did this. But the biggest achievement I've had was being able to bring my family on holiday. Yeah. Like 2 weeks ago, I brought my family over to Lake Como. I was able to cover the whole thing, the flights, accommodation. My sister lives in Croatia. I flew her out to Italy. Being able to do that was the biggest achievement for me because like the last time my family had been on holiday together, that wasn't just going back to Nigeria, because every holiday we have is just going back to Nigeria, going to America to go see my nanny. They're not holidays. This is the first time we've been able to do a proper family holiday in over 10 years. Last time was like we went to Disneyland Paris when we were like 13 or something, so that's over 10 years ago. So like being able to now bring us away, and like my mates was doing an event, so like there was a black tie event. We're out in Lake Como. We all had boats. We had this huge villa booked. Like it was a really like high like valued lifestyle sort of thing. Yeah. So like being able to show my family like that sort of lifestyle.
Side of life.
Yeah, and like just seeing the smiles on their faces and stuff. For me, that's the biggest like achievement I've had. Being able to like do that for them.
I think that's always the one. Like even the odd time, if anyone out of my family would say like, "Oh, what you're doing," like I've had a few people in my family have said like, "Find me inspiration and all." Like that actually makes me more happier than anything. Like
genuinely, bro. Like you can get so much followers, you can get so much likes or so much like people saying nice things to you, but it's when your family are happy. Yeah, exactly. That's when like it fills you up so much. Like it's the best thing ever. And someone said it to me as well. He was like, and it feeds off the back of what you're saying there as well. When you're like on the days where you're feeling low, what fuels you? You need to remember, you're not doing this for yourself. You're doing this to take your family out the hood. And you're doing it for your family. So like on the days where you're feeling low or like, oh, this isn't worth it, you got to ask yourself the question, am my family not worth me getting up and doing this, putting this effort in today? Because you got to remember, you're not doing it for you. You're doing it for them. You need to remember that like you're doing it for way bigger than you. You're trying to create something for your family 100%. And be that one person in the family to change the story. So I feel like that's what it was for me, man.
Tell us about the business side of it, because a lot of people wouldn't be able to wrap their heads around how you make money off or how you have a a steady income, or how you have money in your back pocket every week, or
Yeah, the money side of it. Now that's something where like I feel like a lot of creators need to speak up a lot about, because obviously like people are very like to themselves about like finances and stuff. And I'm one of them, to be fair. Like no one knows what I earn. Like my parents and my manager are the only two people that know what I earn. Like I don't talk about money. I don't really like talking about it, all that sort of stuff. Like my best mates don't know what I earn or anything. But when it comes to finances, it's a thing of like, I'm lucky I have a great management. So like they're able to like market me and know what I'm worth. So like if a brand comes to me being like, Mick, we want you to host this event, or Mick, we want you to create this video for us, or Mick, we want you to promote this product we have. My management know, all right, Mick is worth X amount. This is what's going to be charged, But to put it in hindsight, one of my mates said this, and it is such a great way of putting it. There's so much money in social media that people don't understand. Off one brand deal, some people are getting the average person's monthly salary. Some people off one single brand deal are getting 3 months salary for the average person. And I've heard of some people getting someone's yearly salary off one brand deal. So like there is crazy money. Like what's the average salary in Ireland? Like 40k or something?
Yeah.
There's some people getting that off one brand deal. So like that's just to put it in hindsight of like,
but see
how
the way
much
you
can
were
make.
saying like about a lot of creators need to like understand how to wrap the business side around, understand it more. So I think it's the same in the music industry as well. Like a lot of people don't understand that side. Like I heard it was actually Gunnar was talking about that, and he was saying that like one thing he had to wrap his head around was how to make money from it, because he said all of his other songs weren't making money, and he was like, is this just a hobby or is it?
Exactly, because it's one of those things where you got to remember as well, because this is the most volatile industry ever. You might have a month where you've gotten 4 or 5 brand deals. Boom, that's unreal. You're like, load of money in bank. You don't know when the next brand deal is coming in. So like you could have X amount in your bank, but you're like, I can't spend this because what if I don't get a brand deal for another 3 months? This could be the money that I have to keep for the next 3 months. Whereas like people in like a traditional job, they know, all right, I'm getting X amount every month no matter what. They have that stability. Whereas like for us, it's like we get the money in. It's like, look, I have to now save this. I have to now put X amount away for taxes. I have to put X amount away for like security, X amount away for investments. And then like, all right, this is how much I have, but I don't know if I can spend this all on like nice things, because next month if I don't get it in, I have no money left.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's very dangerous. That's the one thing where it's like, it's very like unpredictable. So you have to be really smart, because I have so many friends who like, they've gotten brand deals before the money's been paid into their account. They've gone and bought a new car, or they've gone and bought like a new watch or something before the money's even come in. And like they don't take into consideration, like
they may
you
not
have
get
to
the
save.
next one.
Yeah, exactly. So like I think I'm kind of blessed that like my parents have drilled that into me. Like I may say it all the time. Like I move like I'm broke. Like I move like bro. Like I'm the type of guy where like I'll take the bus home instead of spending 15 quid on a taxi. I know if I have my leap card, I'm tapping the leap card and spending half an hour on the bus to get home. Like I'm one of those guys.
Stay small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough.
Oh, I say that again.
Stay small enough, long enough, you'll be big enough soon enough.
I love that. I'm stealing that. Bro.
That's a
I'll be
School
so
of Hard
real.
Knocks. Do you ever heard of School of Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he was
He
actually
was interviewing
interviewing.
someone, wasn't he? He was.
I think it might have been the owner of Raising Canes.
No, it was. It's another one we'll have to send to you after. It's not the
Someone
owner.
would be busy at.
It's definitely not.
Yeah, because everyone personalized FYP in my
It's
DMs,
not
like,
the. It's definitely not the Raising Canes. It was a market. I think it was a marketing agency owner.
That's
Something
great.
like
That's a great quote. That's a great quote.
How long are you doing it now?
How long am I doing it? So, what was it? We're end of 2020, near the end of 2025. I started around exactly this time. So what? We're in October. I started exactly this time 3 years ago. But I got signed to my management 2 years ago. So the first year I was independent, and then for the last 2 years I've had my management backing me.
If
So,
you could
yeah,
go
3
back,
years.
if you go back to yourself when you were still in uni, what is 3 things you'd say to yourself? Whether that's advice or something not to do or something to do, what would it be?
First one, keep God at the front of everything you do. Second one, have faith and know it's always going to get better. There's no matter what happens, how good things are, how bad things are, remember that it's always going to get better. And then 3, remain humble no matter what, and appreciate the people that were there for you, because there's so many people who like have helped me at the very, very beginning of my career that like I don't talk to them now at all. But like they like for them they would have just gave me a little bit of advice, or like they would have like introduced me to a certain person, but that person they introduced me to has been a person that's changed my whole
I
thing.
always say that to him. It's like the people you meet on the way up, you have to meet on the way back down.
Exactly.
So if you fall, how are you gonna
Exactly.
fall or whatever,
So it's
you
a
know?
thing of like you have to appreciate everyone. Like even like if there was like say if you guys didn't go to school together, but like there was one lad that introduced both you lads together, and say if you aren't friends with him anymore, it's a thing of like you have to remember like look. He played a part in your story overall. Like I used to have so many people I used to ring, because obviously I used to email loads of people, and some people are genuinely just want to help you. I have so many people where like they used to just give me advice and be like, this is how you become a better presenter, this is how you outreach, this is how like you get involved with brands. Obviously I don't talk to any of them now and it's 3 years, but like every so often when it comes to like Christmas or something, I might just even send them a like Merry Christmas message. I really appreciate you for everything you did for me 3 years ago. I never want you to forget that sort of thing.
And that will go a long way.
It goes such a long way, because like people help you so much. People are the reason you can grow. Like no one can do this solo. You need people in your team and you need people helping you.
Everything's a relationship, isn't
Exactly.
it? Like it really is.
And you got to let people know that you genuinely appreciate them, rather than it just being like a transactional friendship or transactional relationship. So like that's one thing that I'd really like ingrain into myself. Be like, look, remember the people that helped you on the way up.
Give us a little tap into your mindset. What's your vision with this? Where do you see yourself? How much do you believe in yourself?
Oh man, like I'm delusional. Like I'm like ridiculously delusional. But like you have to be delusional if you want to make it.
Yeah.
So
It's
like
only delusional until it works.
yeah, literally that's literally what it is. You're delusional until it works. But my mindset is just like, in my head, I'm the best at what I do. So I know no one can ever compare with me when it comes to doing the stuff I do. And like whether or not that's even true, it might not be completely wrong. But I've convinced myself no one can bring the energy I can. No one can host a crowd like I can. No one can interact with the public like I can. Yeah. No one can like bring energy like I can. And there probably is someone that can, but like I've convinced myself that like no matter what, I'm the best. So I walk into every room with confidence. And I feel like once you have that mindset, like I don't say it to people. I don't go walking around like I'm the best at this, I'm the best at that. But like in my head, that's how I think constantly. Like I'm the best, but I have to show them why I'm the best. So like I think I'm the best. I know I'm the best, but like I now need to create content. I need to host events. I need to now go out and smash this job to show people why I'm the best, sort of thing. Rather than me being the one that's out here being like, I'm better than you at this, I'm better than this. No. I let actions show it. Them. So like on days if I'm not creating content, or days where I'm not doing stuff, or like if I have a huge shoot coming up, I need to make sure that look, my name is remembered, sort of thing. Like no matter what, these lads are gonna leave being like, yo, that guy was amazing. And I feel like that's just the mindset I have for everything, and especially it's just knowing that like, look, I got a family I'm supporting. Like my family are dependent on me. My friends are dependent on me, and I don't want to go back and work in a lab. Yeah. So it's just all those sort of things too. Like,
is there anybody that you've met or interviewed or even spoke to that you've took inspiration from or took a little bit of their drive from them?
Ooh, obviously Josh Denzel. He's the reason I started, because like he's like, you should really watch it. Like he'd help you guys out as well so much, even as his mindset and stuff. But he did a podcast. He did a podcast with Michael Timms, with Timsy, and I was just talking about his journey. That inspired me so much to start it. And then eventually I met him at an event there for the F1 like a couple of months ago, and I just spoke to him, and he was just opening up. He was like, Mick, if you ever need any help, shoot me an Instagram message, da. And then we were texting each other on Instagram. The day after, I was like, damn, the reason I started it is now telling me like, look, you're doing unbelievable.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm realising, is just don't put anyone on a pedestal. Everyone,
you can't.
Literally, anyone I look up to all start from the bottom. Any
Exactly.
singers I look up to, they all have started from rock bottom and worked their way up.
Exactly, and it's a thing like that. Like no one above you is gonna judge you for trying.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you're not, like, that's why when you always care about how people think, it's like, are you, like, why do you care about the position? Why do you care about the opinion of someone who you don't want to be in their position?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Like, sidemen, if they saw you out here grafting, they're not going to be like, oh, lads, what he's doing.
100%.
But some,
Like,
some random lad from outside centre will probably be saying something like that. You're not sure whose position are you trying to be in?
Like, I believe, boy, like, summer will definitely have the sidemen on.
Oh,
or have
definitely.
Toby or
100%.
Ethan or even KSI himself on. Like,
100%. I know for a fact you boys will. Even before that.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you
Like,
now. Tomorrow. With the rate you boys are going,
like,
I'll see that tomorrow.
Like, it's just about us, like, meeting them and then organising to actually sit down with them. Is the thing.
Oh, you boys will definitely do it.
What
100%.
you just said there as well, you listening to that podcast and taking inspiration. Now look at you, you're on a podcast and somebody's probably going to listen and take inspiration from you.
That is mental. I didn't even think about it like that.
It's all
like,
just levels. Like, I always compare myself to Mazza because I always see him, he just be in the same comments I'm in. So I'm trying to network with the same person he's trying to network with, and like, but now he is doing very well now, and I see he's in different comments now, and I'm like, yeah, he's just moved up a level, so he's just working your way up levels.
100%. Like,
but he's still in people's comments. Like, you just wouldn't notice until you. I call it the red card theory. Until you're focused on something, you'll notice other people are doing the exact same thing.
That's what I mean, like, you boys as well. Like, you boys are inspiring to people, and especially at the age you're at now. You're at an age. That's why it's difficult for you boys, because, like, what are you, 17?
Yeah.
You're at an age where, like, other people around you's your age don't want to seem to be glazing or whatnot. So, like, I could tell so many people from your old school and whatnot are watching your stuff, and they're so like, damn, these lads are killing it.
Yeah.
But they'll never let you know. They'll never let you know because they don't want to be saying like, oh, I'm begging it, I'm trying to lick their arse, da 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 da.
Yeah.
But just know, boys, that you boys are doing so well. You boys are killing it. You're inspiring half the people you went to school with to know that, look, we can actually do something with our lives. We can actually, like, change things. We can actually, like, make a movement. Like, we can actually meet the people we would have once dreamt of, sort of thing. Like, you guys, like, even for me, bro, Lionel Richie, bro. My mom loves that guy, bro. And you man are talking to him. Like, man, bro, even I couldn't envision myself meeting him.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie, bro. They talk about him in, like, the 80s and movies and stuff. And you boys are out meeting him. Like, you know how mental that is.
And we're only getting started.
Mad,
Exactly. No, you don't get started. Oh, my God, bless you boys. That's what I mean. Like, you boys are insane. Like, you're killing it.
And it's mad you were saying that you're going to meet up with, like, the sidemen. I've actually, before this podcast, I was thinking one day Mick will be with us and we're all together as sidemen and just everyone at an event.
Vibes. We have to make that happen.
Yeah.
We're manifesting that now. We're putting that in.
100%.
Back in the class pod, X-Mix, X-Sidemen.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
make it
that
happen.
on TikTok now. Us talking about this, and then us arms and arms with the sun.
Literally, cue the tape. Oh, that would be sick.
What route do you want to take with social media? Where do you want to see yourself in the future?
That is tough. People always ask that question, and I really don't have like a future plan. I'm literally just enjoying things now, and I'm just making the most out of it. So like, people always say like, "Oh, Mick, would you want to go into like TV presenting further down the line?" Like, yeah, if that opportunity came, I wouldn't turn it down. But like, I don't feel like it's fully me because like, I'm very much like a chilled, goofy lad. Like, whereas TV is more proper. Suit, shirt and tie, presenting sort of thing, and I feel like that's not really me. I could do it, but like it's not my natural self where I'd love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So with me further down the line, I don't know what it is. I just want to be able to just keep doing what I can now, just to a bigger scale, and just to a bigger level. So like I want to be able to like go to like the World Cup. That's like a bucket list for me. I want to be able to go to a World Cup and like be able to interview stuff, be able to just capture the content that's happening out there for people at home that can't make it, and just be like the person where like, all right, I don't know what's happening out in America, but I'm just gonna watch Mick's vlog he's made to see what the atmosphere is like out there. Like the World Cup, is Super Bowl, and the Olympics were three things that I've like always wanted to go to. I've ticked off the Olympics. I'm hoping to tick off the Super Bowl next year, finger crossed, and I'm hoping to tick off the World Cup next year. But like after that, I feel like if I get all those, I'll just set new goals for myself over and over. But long term, I just want to retire my family, man. So I'm just gonna have to start putting investments here and there. So it's gonna be something boring, but like, yeah, obviously I won't be able to do this for the rest of my life. I'm just hoping that like, if I'm financially like smart enough, I'll just invest into different things, and then just like create businesses or something. I'll have to buy for something boring. It's a boring answer.
What types of businesses do you have them in mind?
Anything, like just like property, just put money into property, put money into stocks.
Yeah.
Just put money. I was thinking actually just like even starting like social media, like a presenter's sort of like workshop sort of thing, because like I've studied the game so much. Like I've watched so many podcasts, I've obviously interviewed so many people. I know exactly how to be a great presenter. So I was thinking I might even just make like a little like an ebook or something, just to like teach people, like, look, when you first meet a big name talent, this is how you should break the ice. This is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. This is what you should study before meeting them. This is sort of things you should avoid saying, avoid doing, because like I feel like I never really had that when I was starting off. I kind of had to learn everything myself on the go, make mistakes, learn from the mistakes. So I feel like if someone had like an example like me, of someone that's hopefully like when I start doing it, I'm at a massive scale where they're able to kind of look up to, I feel like that could help a lot of people starting off, because like they don't teach you this stuff in school, man.
No, they don't.
They don't teach you nothing.
I actually posted a quote in my story yesterday or the day before. It's a picture of a man jumping off a cliff, and it says, first take the leap, learn to build your wings on the way down.
Honestly, that's what it is. You gotta take the leap of faith.
Yeah, 100%.
You literally have to take a leap of faith, because like if you go the same route as everyone else, expect the same results as everyone else.
Follow the crowd and you'll probably end up on a bus.
To be honest, that's so true, man. You gotta take the road less traveled sort of thing.
Who's the dream interview? Who's the one person you'd be like, right, if somebody said to you, you can interview anybody in the world tomorrow, who would you pick?
Oh, interview anyone in the world.
And what would you ask them?
Oh, all right. If I got to interview anyone, I wouldn't even be like, I wouldn't have a specific question, but I'd just love to chop it up with Drake, bro.
Yeah,
Drake.
I'd love to
He's
just
one of ours
chill
as
with
well.
Yeah. And the thing is, I can see you boys end up doing it as well with him.
Do you know what we do? Me and Glenn said this before on the podcast. We envision ourselves with these people before we meet them. So on our way into town, weeks before it, we'd be looking up, right, this person's in town this weekend, and we'd be saying to ourselves, texting each other back and forth, right, when we meet this person, what song will we use on the Instagram story? What song will we use on the post?
Mental.
And like when we, like with Drake, we do, I already know the song I'm using if I meet him. When I meet him, and 50, I know what song I'm going to use. Lionel Richie, I knew what song I was going to use. The whole lot. It's just, it's something that it's like a way of manifestation for me. It's something I genuinely believe. If I go to meet these people, I'm going to make it happen, whether they like me or don't like me. That's another thing.
That mindset is like, that's a killer's mindset, right?
Yeah.
That's like a winner's mindset. Like, you can't, like, that's stuff where people pay to go to mindset coaches to like train their brains to have that sort of thing. But you were able to do it yourself is crazy, bro.
I'm not even saying this in an ego way or anything.
Say it in an ego way, bro. Come on.
Me and Glenn were thinking of getting this mindset coach on the podcast, looking into their stuff. I was texting them back and forth or whatever. And to be honest, I thought they were obviously a lot older. I thought my mindset blew them out of the park. And this is what they do for their career. This is what they're getting paid to do. And this is just something that I think of before I got this. This is just something that's like ingrained in me. That I just have something. I'm just something different in my mind, wired differently. That just has such a drive in me. Like I can't sleep most nights. I'm up early. I'm up at 4 in the morning. I'm up at 5 in the morning. I'm thinking of things. I'm going out doing things. I can't sit in my house. I'm always out doing something.
Mental,
you know what I mean?
like, bro, that's a blessing. Like, you boys are blessed.
Yeah.
And there's so many other people in the world that have that same blessing that you boys have, but they're not using it.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are such an anomaly. Like, people are blessed with talents, blessed with a mindset, blessed with this, and you're actually making the most of it. You're actually putting it to use.
I always look for a word for it. Like, do you know the way you see all them Instagram things or TikTok, and it's like hard work beats dedication, or dedication or motivation, or blah blah blah. I think obsession is the only way to be successful. If you obsess about something, you're thinking about it first thing in the morning, you're thinking about it the last thing at night, you're thinking about it all day, you're doing something all day related to that thing. Doesn't matter whether you work hard, doesn't matter whether you're dedicated, just whether you're obsessed or not. That's
what Mr. B says.
Yeah, like
Mr.
one
B
thing
says
that
it all the
annoys
time.
me is I hate when people like say, oh, he's talented, or he's like, you probably get it as well, people saying about you, oh, he's talented, but they don't see the amount of like
emails
mistakes you've made,
Exactly.
emails you've like, I think that word talent gets thrown around by everybody. Like, people say Messi's talented, but
Bro,
they don't see the work Messi
you
puts
get
in.
me? Like, they watch Messi play once a week. Bro,
Yeah.
this guy's 5 days a week. He's working 10 hours a day trying to just practice only free kicks.
Like, I think talent is just practice, skill that compounded, and people just put a word on it, talent.
People say all the time, it's like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So, like, that's what it is. Like, talent is, like, no one's born with, like, obviously people are born with natural talents, but, like,
It's
you
what
need
you
to,
do with that, yeah.
it's what you do with it. Like, someone could be unbelievable at football when they're in school. If they go 10 years without playing football, they're not going to be unreal after 10 years because they hadn't worked hard
So there's loads of footballers that are known for not having any talent, and they've come out as being the best in the world just from working hard.
It's mental, like, that's what I mean. It's one of them ones. Like, talent obviously helps, but you gotta work hard alongside it as well.
Like Michael Jordan was dropped from a skilled basketball team.
You get what I mean,
Like,
bro?
you know what I mean?
Like, he's one of the greatest basketballers ever exist.
Tiger Woods wasn't allowed in certain clubhouses for golf and all. Tiger Woods wasn't believed in. People told Tiger, "What are you doing? Don't play golf. It's not. You're never gonna make it." And
Like, mental. Like.
Tiger's dad actually took him out of school and said to him, "You're gonna play golf and win and do absolutely nothing else for the rest of your life." And
serious?
Yeah, he was playing golf, I think 6-7 times a week. His whole summer during school, he was going out doing courses. He had no friends growing up. He had a girlfriend but broke up with her because he didn't have time for her. And people just say, "Oh, he's lucky," or "He got the right opportunity."
Yeah, that's what I mean. And it's obsession. Because, like, especially in the field we're in now, social media, if you're obsessed with it, you don't care what the numbers are.
Yeah.
You don't care how many people watch it. As long as you're obsessed and you enjoyed it yourself, that's how you actually will end up growing.
It actually does get to me sometimes. Like, say if we post something with a certain person, or we post a clip and we're like, right, that's good, that better do well, and it doesn't do well, I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's now you, like, I feel like taking that down. But Glenn says to me, it's a catalogue for future people to look at. Future people will scroll back and say,
I'll
look at this,
hit
look
you
at this.
with like my all-time favourite quote. I've never heard a better quote in my life, considering for people that what we do. And it's Uncle Maury said it to us, our G unit. It's better to get 10% of something than 100% of nothing. And it's like, if you get 10% of something and you're complaining, well, think it's better than getting 100% of nothing.
Exactly. It's so true.
So if it gets 10 likes, it's better than getting 0 likes.
Exactly. Because, like, as you said there, it's building your catalogue. When I was starting off, I started presenting TikToks on the street because people are going to look at your page. They're not. Numbers don't mean anything anymore.
Yeah.
People look for, like, all right, do I actually like this person? Is this person good to work with? Is this person, like, a nice person in general? Yeah, I'll work with them. People look at your page now. They'll see, like, all right, grand. They've met this person, met that person. It might get 0 likes, but the fact that you're able to get access to these certain people, it's like, yo, this is your visual CV right here. Yeah. No one cares about, like, especially in this day and age where, like, there's so many people with, like, loads of followers online. But, like, that doesn't mean they're great. Like, I've worked with some brands where, like, I'm not going to say certain names of, like, influencers and whatnot, but, like, they've said, like, this person has 3 million followers, but we don't care. We'll never work with them because we worked with them one time and they were terrible to work with. We'd rather work with this person who has 300,000 followers or, like, 10,000 followers over that person that has 3 million. And it's like, numbers really don't mean anything. It's what you can bring to the table. So, like, if you're posting something, and bro, trust me, I've been there where I spent 8 hours editing a video. Post that thing gets 8 views. 8 views. I'm like, yo, I spent my whole day doing this. But you just got to remember, like, you just got to keep on going. Just keep on going because you're doing it for the love of it.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. When you're obsessed, you're doing it for the love of the game and you're not doing it for the results that come out the back.
What's your worst trait and what's your best trait?
My worst trait? I'm lazy, I'll be so real. Like, I know I'm motivated and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not lazy, I say I'm a procrastinator. That's the word, yeah. I'm a procrastinator, so I put a lot of things off until, like, the last minute, and then I just cram things. And then, obviously, timekeeping too. You boys probably saw today. Timekeeping isn't my strongest point. But, yeah, I'm a procrastinator. I feel like I try to do too many things at once. So, like, say if I have 10 things I need to get done, like, a normal person might spread that out over the course of a week. Be like, oh, I'll do 2 of them today, 2 of them Tuesday, 2 of them Wednesday, whatever. But in my head, I don't know what it is. I'm always like, I need to get all 10 of those things done at the one time. But then if I ever sit down, I'm like, oh, I can't be arsed doing all 10 at one time.
Yeah.
I'll leave it I'll leave it till tomorrow when I have more time. And I keep doing stuff like that, and I keep pushing things off. But my best trait, jeez, I don't know. I feel like
charisma, I'd say, for you. That's what I'd say.
Yeah, like I was about to say, like what I've been told anyway is I'm good at like making people feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like if people are coming into a situation, they're like, oh jeez, I don't want anyone judging me. I'm like the character where like people are like, oh God, I know this lad isn't gonna fucking judge me for the way I am. So I'm good at like making people like put their guard down and like make them feel comfortable, sort of thing. So I feel like that's a trait that's kind of helped
interviewing me as well.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with like sports stars who are like, oh, we're so scared about saying stuff, saying the wrong things. I just kind of like break the ice with them. I feel like I'm good at breaking the ice with people, sort of thing.
I seen you posted the Ahmad Diallo thing twice. Is that because it didn't do as well the first time?
Nah, you see, that's actually well spotted.
Yeah.
So the reason I posted it twice is because that's actually mad you spotted that. But so basically I was testing something out on Instagram. So Instagram came out with this thing called trial reels. And trial reel is a thing where you post a reel, but it doesn't go to your followers. It goes out to like a completely different audience. That's not your followers. So I posted that Ahmad Diallo video, actually both of them at the same time. So both, except I used two different sounds. So like I actually used my mate's song on the one that went to my page. But then on trial reels, I posted it 10 minutes later and I used like a trending sound. And I was like, let me see if the trial reels actually works. And then obviously it did, because the one on my page with my mate's song got like 300,000 views. And then the trial reel one got like 1.6 million views.
That's mental.
So that was just me testing out Instagram's new feature. And then obviously when I saw it was 1.6, I was like, let me just reshare this to my actual page now.
That's a setting on TikTok as well. I've only turned it on recently. It's on TikTok. I've only switched it off recently, actually. It's where TikTok, as soon as you post a video, it force pushes it out to your contacts, followers, friends.
That's annoying.
And that friends, followers, contacts, they all think, like, sometimes some of them just don't like it, not on purpose, but maybe they just say it and they're like, oh, I like that later, comment on that. I don't want to be the first person to comment, blah, blah, blah. But if you post that out and if you click that setting off, it force shares it out to the FYP, so random people. And it depends how I think it's the first 100 people, how they interact with that video depends whether it's going to go viral or not. So if your friends and followers don't interact with that video in a good way the first time they see it, it's probably not going to go viral. But if you push it out to random people and they do, then it will go viral.
And that's why I always say to people as well, but like some people get so hung up, like, oh, my mates don't follow me, like my family don't follow me, I want them all. They're not the people you want following you, because like for me, especially with Instagram starting off, obviously when I started off, my Instagram was all family and friends. They're following me because they know me, not because they like my content. So yeah, they might click like on the video, but it's not the content that they actually enjoy. Like I have so many friends that don't care about like football, so like they're just liking the video of me interviewing footballers because like it's me. But like I can't get annoyed at them now for not commenting on every video I put up or not liking every video, because like it's not what they want to be seeing. Like it's not the content they actually enjoy watching. They don't follow me for the content, they follow me for me. So like I feel like when it came to TikTok then I was like, grand, I just want followers that are actually there for the content. So like I have so many friends that like don't actually follow me on TikTok because there's straight up like, Mick, your content isn't for me, and that's fair. And I have so many other mates who do content as well. I don't follow them, but we're still friends. But I don't follow you because like I'd just be ruining your engagement, because I wouldn't watch your videos to the end. I wouldn't be the type of person to binge watch your videos. So like if your video came with my FYP, I'd scroll off this sort of thing. So like it's stuff like that where people need to like understand and like not actually take it to heart when their mates and stuff don't follow them or whatever. Like
that's very intelligent. That's one of the things I'm going to take away from
today,
100%. Sometimes I would take that personal. And even like people nowadays find like followers, likes, blah blah blah. They all find it so like it's like a form of disrespect if you don't like that video. And like I have lots of friends, but their actions, like it's something Glenn said to me. I don't know who it was. They were on a podcast. And they said, what you're saying, you're on your phone like 6-7 hours a day. Whatever you're consuming is getting into your brain. It's brainwashing you. So if you're scrolling through Instagram and your friends are out partying every day or they're posting pictures of whatever, drugs, whatever, and you're seeing that, that's going to get into your head. That's going to embed in your head.
100%.
So even on Instagram now, if I see anything like that, I'm just like, right, it's not for me. They're still my friend, but unfollow. I don't want to
Exactly.
see that. But yeah, if I see it, I'll say what's up. We'll have a little chat.
Exactly.
But I don't need to see your stuff all the time because it's not for me.
Exactly.
And that's the same
what it
thing
is.
with this podcast might not be for them. They might not follow me, but they'll
Exactly.
still say what's up if they see me. Do you know what
Exactly. And I feel like that's a big issue where so many people today's age, because they'll think like, oh, you're my mate, you're supposed to support and everything. Bro, in this industry, bro, we're posting about 5 times a week. Like you can't expect all your mates to be commenting and liking on everything 5 times a week for the whole year. Like, so it's a thing where like a lot of people, I feel like it's drilled into so many people, like, oh, fake friend. Like, yeah, fair enough, some of it could be fake friends where some people are genuinely, they watch a full video and they don't like they actually study you and they watch your whole podcast, they watch every episode, but they'll never let you know. That's hating. But if there's people out there who like it's genuinely not for them, I can't expect them to be like all in my comments and stuff and watching my videos all the time. So if they don't follow me on TikTok or something, I'm like, all right, fair enough. I respect that because you're helping me in the long run. Because like you probably would have been one of the first 100 people it sent out to who would have swiped straight off it and would have ruined my engagement sort of thing. Yeah. So like, that's how I kind of look at it now, where it's like, all right, cool. Like if you don't follow people, it doesn't actually make much of a difference. As long as you know, like, all right, grand. If you don't have my number, that means you're not close enough anyway for it to be an issue. And if you need me, give me a text on my phone or shoot me a DM or something like that, and we still be cool. Like that's how it is.
What's the best piece of advice you ever received?
Best piece of advice I've ever received. All right. I forget how it goes properly, but it's like, be yourself because those that matter won't mind and those that mind don't matter.
Yeah. Sick of saying that one.
Yeah, I love it because it's like, just when I first heard it was like a revelation. I was like, yo, that's cold. Like, the wordplay in it is crazy. Like, be yourself because those that matter don't mind and those that mind don't matter. Sick. And from that point onwards, I just realized, like, look, no matter what room I go into, I'm just going to be myself. If you like me, that's great. If not, I'm not. Yeah,
that's one thing I'm learning. It's like you have to be honest with yourself. Like, you don't like everybody yourself.
Exactly.
So why would you worry if somebody doesn't like you? And it's just the way life goes.
And like, it is because like I used to go through a stage where I'm like, oh, I want everyone to like me. Then I started realizing I probably have so many people like, bro, I'm loud, I'm giddy, I'm jumpy, I can tell I piss so many people off. But that's just me. But I also put
that's
a smile
what makes you.
Yeah, that's what makes me. Yeah. So I know like I piss so many people off, but I also put a smile in so many other people's faces too. So it's like, look, you're not going to be able to please everyone. And if you spend your whole life trying to please everyone else,
you won't be happy.
You won't be happy. Exactly.
What's your definition of success?
My definition of success, being happy. Literally. The point where I'm able to sit down and I'll be like, I'm happy with the way I am now in life. I know I've put my all into everything I've ever done. I can look around, I can call my mum, call my dad, call my little sister, and they're good for life, where they're like, they don't have any issues, no struggles. They're happy. My friends, everyone around me is all like comfortable. That's what success is for me, man.
Sick. It's been a pleasure.
Boys!
Thank you.
I'm excited to see where the future is going to bring you, Mick.
Oh, I gotta see where the future is bringing ye, boys, genuinely.
And I have one last question for you. Is there something that you wish we had have asked you, or is there something you think we should ask the next guest?
Ooh. Alright, something you'd ask the next guest. Alright. Oh, damn, it's kind of feeding off something you've already said to me. So I would have said, if you could tell, you boys are 17, innit?
Mm-hmm.
If you could speak to your 17-year-old self, what would you tell them? What would you tell them for the future?
Sick.
Based on where they are now.
Lovely. I'll take a show.
Right, what's the socials?
Mick_Medeiros on Instagram and TikTok, and then Mick Edwards_2A on Snapchat. Follow me up, baby.
Legend. Episode 53 wrapped up.